So welcome to this video. I really wanted to make the video just to give you just a little bit of support and information as you start on your wanding journey. Oh my goodness, so many people are just being so blessed with this wand. And some of you already have your wand. Some of you might be waiting for your wand, but welcome, welcome. So, a lot of you are in the different Facebook groups and you're seeing so much going on. And while that's wonderful because it really will give you that strong belief and that knowing that you have made an incredible purchase and that the wand is very powerful and people are getting great results with it. That's the positive. The part that can be a little tricky, though, is that a lot of people are giving information that they feel is accurate and helpful, but there's a lot of contradicting information as well. And it's really sometimes hard to know who to listen to and who to believe. So I thought I would come on and maybe give a little bit of support around that. Not to say that I am the be all and end all of all the right information, but I've been in the healing industry, in the healing field for many, many years. I've seen a lot of things. So I'm going to err on the side of being conservative and giving you just some of my experience for information. So the very first thing that I want to say to you is this. Some people will get that immediate, oh my goodness, incredible 5-second testimonial where, all your pain goes away, or just something that's really fast and quick. But that doesn't happen for probably most people. It absolutely can happen. And if that happens for you, yay, we celebrate. But if it doesn't, I want you to understand it doesn't mean that it's not working. It works. The magic wand is absolutely blowing out that beautiful low volume, low frequency called terahertz. It does work. As a matter of fact, it's super powerful. So the second thing that can happen, especially if you have been challenged with a lot of chronic kinds of health conditions, and that is you can do too much too fast. And you can do that pretty quickly, actually. And then you get a bit of an overwhelming detoxification response. And that can feel like, oh my gosh, this is hurting me. What's happening? And what's happening is it is not hurting you. It's actually giving the body, opening the energy channels and allowing the body to finally process and detoxify a lot of these things that are causing issues for you. Now, that being said, though, we really don't want you to have to be overwhelmed, exhausted, feeling awful in order to heal. It does not require that. It does require you then to go slowly. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. I know when we're sick, we get this thing and we just want to go all out because we just so want to feel better. Please don't do that to yourself. You'll end up not feeling well. And yes, it will take some time and you will get back and you will heal. But why don't we do it with a little more grace for ourselves and a little patience? Number one, first thing, wand the water. Now, I see so many pictures in those groups with people trying to bring up these contraptions where it's standing over the water like this. And I've seen misinformation saying, oh no, the frequency doesn't go through glass. That is not true. The frequency can go right through the glass. So what I do is I have a large glass pitcher. Mine has a little spout, so I can just drain it right from there. Some people are finding that those tend to leak. You just get what works well. I like getting a big one and filling it up with my water for the day. And then I just get like a book and I put a towel over it and I stick my wand this way so that it just blows right into that glass. And I go away for a good 5 minutes, do whatever I need to do, let it blow. And then I know that I have my wanded water for the day. I use it for everything. Now, you want to drink the water either room temperature or warm. Why is that? Because the frequencies are more active in warm water. That's number one. Number two, according to Chinese medicine and my own personal experience, you may have this too, is it's not really healthy for the body to be drinking ice cold water. It's a shock to the body, and then the body has to warm it up. It can really be detrimental to digestion. So just for health's sake, you want to drink that water warm or room temperature. Okay, so I see a lot of people trying to make it the way they want it. Well, what happens if I want and then ice it? Does it still go on? Just do it this way. Drink it warm or room temperature. And I know it's really hot out and you want it ice cold, but that's the protocol. Okay, change it and see what happens for you, but that's the protocol. All right, so that's number one. I would suggest, especially if you've been pretty sick for a while, just start drinking the water. Maybe just drink the water for 3 or 4 days to start. Let the body start to get hydrated. The water hydrates you. Even if you say to me, Renee, I've been drinking water, I drink water all day. Drinking regular water is not very hydrating. Now, you know this. You get up first thing in the morning, you drink a big glass of water. 5 minutes later, you pee all that water right out. It doesn't hydrate you. This water is structured. It has tinier molecules linearly, and it gets right into your cells. We need to start to hydrate. All right, that's number one. Yay. Also know that if you have any kind of liquid minerals, some people are using fulvic acid, maybe some rose hips for some extra vitamin C, whatever it is, you can put that right in that wanded water. Sometimes I'll do it in the wanded water, and sometimes I'll then wand again. And man, then you're really going to get the benefits of anything that you're putting in that wanded water and wanding is going to be much better absorbed directly into your cells. So for some people in the beginning, that's the best way to start. All right, so first thing, start with the water. Now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, because the second thing I want to share with you is every one of you, and if you didn't get it from me in an email, or you're not sure where it is, or you want it again, you just email me and I'll send it to you again. This is called the Blowing Guide for Optimal Results. And this is the guide. So just follow along with this, at least in the beginning, until you know how your body is responding. So the very first page right here is called the steps of using the first steps. This is what we call the basic protocol. 10 steps. All right. What's the first thing? Drink 2 glasses of the warm water. And then you just start on your palms, and you're going to go clockwise on the palms. There's more instructions down further. 2 minutes, a minute, 2 minutes, and 2 minutes. There's your first 4 minutes. For some of you, you might just want to start there. Others, if you're not all that sick and this is just more for maintenance, or maybe you just have a sore shoulder, maybe I need to wand the mouth, huh? Then you're going to do feet. That's the next thing, each foot clockwise. The places where the red dots are the places you want to concentrate a little bit more, but you will be going clockwise all around the hands and the feet, same thing. Next, you're going to go behind the knees, the groin, the armpit. Each of these got 2 minutes, and the lymph in the neck. Now, why is that? These are each big points on the body where we have a lot of lymphatic nodules. It's a lot of lymphatic lymph nodes there. Why? Because we're opening up the energy channels, and we want the energy to move. We want our body's detoxification systems to be cleaned out and clear. That's why it's so important to follow the basic protocol. So those are the places for there. 2 minutes on there. The top back of the neck, that's from the brain stem down into your spine. Another great place, lymph nodes. The top of the head. Now, you don't do top of the head, skip that if you have high blood pressure. So that's a contraindication for that particular point. And it does say that down here, high blood pressure users don't blow on number 8, top of head. Then you do the butt, okay? Just stand there on the butt. That's actually considered to be the root chakra. So if you're an energy person, you've got the root chakra and the crown chakra. All right, and then you take your wand and you're blowing down the spine, 2 minutes, and then you drink 2 more glasses of water, and that's it. That's your basic protocol. And I would start and do that for At least a week, at least a week. Give your body the chance to be able to absorb these beautiful frequencies and start to get some detoxing going, but in a gentle way. All right, so I'm going to keep scrolling down on here. So this then tells you ways to do it and what to do and why we do it. So the first one is to stimulate stem cells. So if you're familiar with stem cell therapy and stem cells are amazing. They're these cells that will go to wherever in the body needs to be regenerated. So sometimes you might have heard of stem cell therapy, like in knees, if they need to regenerate some cartilage or bone in the knee. That's what stem cells do. But we have our own latent stem cells in our bones, particularly in the spine. So it shows you blow up and down the spine for 15 minutes. And I know it's hard if you're by yourself. Some people just kind of hook it onto something and go up and down. That's hard to do in 15 minutes. So hopefully you can find a friend or somebody to do that. And I love this picture because it also shows all the different places that hook into the spine and what it's all attached to. And just fascinating, up and down the spine. All right, now we're going to get into some reflexology. And these are the points on the body that correspond to all the other parts in the body. So here are the ears, and it will just show you the ear reflexology points. Now, you do not need to know all this. Listen, all you have to do is blow on the ears circularly, and you're going to hit all these points. But it's kind of fun to see how that works. Circular in a clockwise position. You can blow in the ears for 2 minutes. Hands. So this is just showing you clearing of the meridian points in the hands. Same thing that we said, that's for your 2 minutes. You're going to go clockwise, and then you're just going to focus a little bit on that one point, which is actually your solar plexus point, and it has some other Chinese medicine points as well for that. You're going to do right palm and left palm. Blow for 2 minutes each hand in the circular fashion, and that's part of the basic protocol. Same thing with feet. And this just gives you, again, same thing for the feet in a clockwise position. And again, you get what all you're working on. So if, for example, you're doing the basic protocol and gee, maybe I've got some small intestine things or some constipation or something like that, you can go down and make sure that you're hitting the small intestine part of the foot. So you can use it in that manner as well. All right, and then the protocol goes down for very specific things. So if you have back pain, and it will say here, use the remaining 2 minutes in the effective back pain if you start clockwise and there. So you first want to start with the basic protocol if you have time. Now, if you just have back pain, you don't have a lot of time, and you just I just need to get rid of this back pain, you certainly can do that, and this will show you how. Up and down the spine for 2 to 3 minutes, okay? And it says number 1 is an option but recommended. So it's very clear. And then remaining back pain down in that lower back in a circular fashion. Now, this is interesting. I'll just share this with you. Chinese medicine, when you go counterclockwise, that's to release a blockage. And then clockwise is to energize. So if you're not sure, just go clockwise. But if you first start clockwise, you want to end clockwise. So you might want to go clockwise, then go unclockwise to unblock, and then energize again. All right, and that would be for 2 minutes. So that's how you're going to help yourself with the back pain. We've got things for cataracts, dry eyes, glaucoma. You do want to keep your eyes closed with that, and do not use heat. So you want to use that on setting 1, okay? Again, it will give you exactly, always recommending that up and down the spine, you'll see that. And then this next part, circular clockwise around the eyes. And we've seen that people are getting really interesting results with that. I've been doing it because I'm really trying to improve my eyesight, or at least not get any worse. So I'll update you on how I'm doing as we go. Now, remember again, do not blow with contact lenses in there. If you have any implants in your eyes or anywhere in the body, you don't blow over implants. That includes mouth implants, okay? So if you have any kind of metal, crowns, bridges, implants right here in the jaw, avoid blowing on those. That's a part sometimes people forget. We don't think about the implants in our mouth. Heart disease, same thing. Look how beautiful that we can help with that. Now, the heart disease too, you can go 20 to 30 minutes. Number one is an option, but recommended up and down. And then you go clockwise lower back and across the back. All right, I won't go into all these. I know you can read it. Frozen shoulder is a really important one. A lot of people have that. So you'll just keep going down. Facial beautification. Again, if you have anything down here in the mouth, you might want to just start up and just be careful with that, okay? Colds, flus, asthma. We're getting some really interesting, beautiful healing, if you will, or reduction of discomfort in those areas. Fever and infection, we've seen it really help with this. Again, you can read all of this: breast tissue, gastrointestinal, and constipation. I will tell you, I've been doing that particular one, and I use the heat partway and then no heat. There's always questions too about, do you use heat or don't you use heat? There are certain places that you do not want to use the heat, which is like the face and the eyes. But other than that, it's really more based on your own personal preference. And what I like to say is I kind of look at the heat versus no heat as a Western medicine perspective and an Eastern Chinese medicine perspective. This is what I mean by that. Let's say you have a sore shoulder, you're working muscularly, musculoskeletal. Right. And so when you go to a Western doctor, they'll tell you, oh, ice, 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 or they'll say ice and then heat. Right. But ice is usually what is recommended to reduce inflammation. In the Chinese, Eastern kind of philosophy, they don't. They go heat. Why? Because they're looking at unblocking any energetic blockages. Heat opens up and dilates all those vessels to allow more oxygen, nutrients, blood flow through that area to then allow the body to reduce the inflammation. So it's just interesting. No necessarily right way or wrong way. Do it both ways. See how it works for you. On my belly, this is what I've been doing for just some stomach issues. Look, we all have gastrointestinal gut issues, right? If you've been on this planet at all. So I love to do that part, and I do. It warms sometimes then it gets too hot and I'll maybe take it down to level 2. And I will tell you that that works for constipation and for healing gut. Okay. No TMI here, just letting you know I've been having some really good results doing that. All right. Male and female sexual organs for prostate. We've heard really good results with prostate. Hemorrhoids, very specific things for hemorrhoids. Sleep, I know so many of us have issues with sleep. So the sleep protocol for this particular one is upper area of the face, okay, go cool, right? And the back of the head, all the way around the head, which is interesting, for 10 minutes on each of those, and then up and down the spine, 15 minutes. Now, one of the things that I've been seeing is that for some of us, when we wand at night before sleeping, it's very relaxing and we just go right into a deep sleep. For others of us, it tends to energize. And then they have to do it. We have to do it first thing in the morning, which gives energy. And then by the end of the day, you still get good sleep. That might be something that you need to play with. All right. So if you're having trouble sleeping, try it first before going to bed. And then if that doesn't work, first thing in the morning or earlier in the day. Hyperthyroidism, we have it for that. We have it for high blood pressure. Excellent for that, for diabetes. It's just so many great protocols. And then as you get to page 22 to 24, okay, I really like this because then it gives you more information about how to do this. So again, the protocols are here. They're here for you to use. Use them first and then get creative. Okay, I would start with the protocols, and then if you want to get creative with them, after you've been doing it a while, you know how your body's handling the frequencies, then by all means. Again, starting drinking the water for the first 3 therapies, just follow the 10-step protocol, right? Just what I was saying, it's 20 minutes. Focus, then you can focus on areas of discomfort, but only if you're not super sick, all right? Never blow on areas where there's a hemorrhage, open wounds, cuts, burns, areas where there's cancer cells nearby, blood vessels causing bleeding. Okay. Okay. And, you can kind of use your own discretion on a lot of this. Perfectly fine to continue taking supplements and medicine. Absolutely. You want to charge your tea, natural fruit juice. It just gets absorbed into the body even more. You don't charge carbonated drinks. I did have somebody who said they were always drinking carbonated water. And could they do that? No, you do not do that. Let me also share best water to wand and drink. Reverse osmosis, spring water. Those are the two best. Do not use distilled water. Some people say distilled water. It's really not healthy. It's full of plastic and particulates. There's no minerals. It can really cause a leaching of the minerals in the body. I would not use distilled. Okay, RO, just filtered water. You don't want to be wanding water with a lot of chemicals. So that's the answer to that. Recommend a total of 15 to 30 minutes per day, and take a break for up to 3 days every month or 1 day a week. That's a really good idea. It's a good idea with supplements. It's a good idea with wanding. Just let the body, process. Give it a chance to process before you go back in. Now, again, once you undergo a healing crisis, we recommend changing lifestyle to a healthier lifestyle. Basically, stop wanding, or at least just really back off. I've seen it where it says, and it does say it here, just count down the use of the device up to 50% of the usual time. So if you've been wanding for, say, that 20 minutes of the basic protocol, and you're finding your lymph and you're getting a little bit too overwhelmed with a detox, you might just want to drink the water and maybe take it back to maybe 10 minutes or even 5 minutes. Okay. But let the body settle down and detox so that it doesn't get overloaded. All right. Once you achieve your goals, then use it 5, 10 minutes or up to 20 or 30, but you don't have to do it, a long time to get the benefits. Does it go through clothes? It does go through clothes, no question. But they say it's really nice and highly recommended to maximize the benefits to take the clothes off. So you do it your discretion, okay? These are just a few more of the things that they recommend. Not eating raw meat, cold food. See, there's that cold thing again, within 4 hours after the therapy. The body's warmed up. That's how the body works best. You've just put those frequencies in the body, and the frequencies do best, are more active with heat. By the way, study of fascia, we also know that the fascia reacts and responds best also with heat. So it all goes together, all saying the same thing, which is really nice. Also, you don't want to take a bath or a shower within 4 hours after the therapy. Now, I've seen reasons why. If you have to, you have to. They say the reason not to is because even if you take a shower and a bath and the water is warm when you're in there, when you get out, it's very easy to get chilled. So they're trying to avoid having us get chilled after therapy. And then just enjoy the journey. And I think just that idea of enjoying this, really giving yourself time and space to relax when you do it, and breathe and set your intention that you're healing. Listen, the mind-body connection is truly there. It is so strong. So why not give yourself the benefit of healing positive thoughts? You might even want to just visualize those frequencies going into the cells and the cells being happy and cleaning out the junk. And it sounds woo-woo, but quite frankly, it's based in science. So I hope this helps you get started on your journey. If you have any other questions, I'm always here. And if you have some things that you'd like me to go over also, especially as we continue on this journey, whether you would like some live Zooms where you can come on and ask questions, just let me know. I'm here to help you. All right. Thanks so much. And we'll see you soon.